bring the advent of CurryGovernor's return to the winner's side of bracket in a grand finals position, or if Kirb0 wants to snuff out CurryGovernor's chances.
Let's see exactly how it goes on small battlefield. They went through a banning process, and Pokemon Stadium 2 wasn't selected. It's unbelievable scenes. Clearly, Kirb0 sees something to be gained by changing the background here on game 1, and immediately forward air, dash attack. Double jump expended as well. CurryGovernor has to charge limit. Still doesn't make it.
Just a hair too low, and off you go. CurryGovernor unable to respond to that clipping hit of the dash attack, which, you know, is one of Kirby's stronger kill moves, but in that moment was used just to displace CurryGovernor, send him off stage, and yeah, the jump was expended, and because of that, not even the limit charge climb hazard, the highest of high rises, were not reachable as we see that dash attack just unseat CurryGovernor, and the down air is the next choice. Able to respond though with the climb hazard, the disjoint of the Buster Sword is able to back Kirby off, but tail of the toaster, the momentum is all Kirb0's right now.
Absolutely, just the run-up F-tilt, the types we've seen CurryGovernor doing for years, but with this full stock lead, there's more things you couldn't do. I remember having Kirb0 in a climb hazard off stage, and yes, if you went for the other hand, well, let's not even think about it, because Kirb0 using the final cutter, completely missing the ledge. And now we do have both players on 2 stocks, and a really delayed recovery back to ledge from CurryGovernor, which was excellent to avoid a potential swing from Kirb0. Can we see some sudden equalizer here? Maybe a climb hazard, or maybe just a solid bit of neutral for a good while in a row, or is Kirb0 going to hold it down?
Ledge is once again where CurryGovernor finds himself in the back air. Is going to send Cloud off and away. Limit his charge and using the climb hazard there, going for that rising up air just to make sure that CurryGovernor has something to keep Kirb0 off his back. Going for that swing with the Buster Sword, the forward air in to the up air is going to attack on the percent, but at the moment Kirb0 has more than lapped you. In fact, you've got double the percent at this moment, wanting to poke above with the climb hazard again, wanting a 2-frame with Kirby's F-tilt there, going for the Tomahawk, getting the grab, throwing Kirb0 off stage for the first time, and footstooling Kirb0 in that moment, but because of the multiple jumps, able to return quite soundly. CurryGovernor's going up and coming back down like a meteor.
158. Sometimes it can be so hard to kill Cloud off the top. It's got that gravity going on. But now, CurryGovernor saying, hey, I don't care if I'm at kill percent. You're still Kirby. You have low range. Even if I'm losing, I'm going to make you come to me. And that can be a real difficulty for the slow marshmallow that is Kirby and his many short-range moves.
Yeah, using the full range of the Buster Sword in that moment there, that cross slash, that back air, that neutral again, just to control that space around Cloud that Kirby wants to come in, using the maximum range of Kirby's back air, but CurryGovernor just dashing that little bit out and catching the landing instead, pressuring the shield with the cross slash just to, as well as, you know, say, it might poke your shield, you might also take damage, just to be like, you can't physically touch me at this moment. You're not going to use your invincibility, but what you are going to use is that up air, which is going to send CurryGovernor off. And the way we've seen, as I said, that range game come into it a little bit more. CurryGovernor trying to take it a little bit slower, just get out of Kirb0's effective range and sending Kirb0 up into the place where Cloud is most comfortable, high into the sky, or Rockstar from Popstar being sent to the stars in that moment and sent again with the up throw. 2
up throws in a row, recognizing that if you try to go for some kind of down throw follow-up on Kirby, he's just so light that he'll go way too high, even at low percent. Whoa! Wow! We've seen a repeat. CurryGovernor keeps managing to turn his back air into a forward air, reaching from positions it has no business doing. CurryGovernor getting every last pixel out of that move. It's fantastic. Finally, he's in the lead once again, but Kirb0, you know, we saw him take the last stop with a falling up air of all things. I've never seen a grounded up air kill, and I've never seen a rock kill in quite some time. Not since he beat MK Leo in doubles over in France. If we get another one here, it's one for the record books.
If there is any character though that is used to dealing with falling rocks, it is Cloud Strife, able to dispel the threat of Meteor, but at the moment struggling to dispel with rock. Not quite the ending we saw in Cloud's home game. The Meteor was not stopped in that instance. Instead of a Meteor, it's just a 10-ton weight, a Looney Tunes-esque assault, and at that moment, it's not the day the Earth blew up, it's the day CurryGovernor blew up.
It's always been foreshadowed. It says in his game tag, kill with rock. You always forget about it the moment we start talking about it. Oh yeah, I'll go for 2 of them. Oh, second one will hit. Of course it will. Kirb0 top 10 in the UK for a reason. He finds a way to kill with one of the worst special moves in the game. But don't be put off. Everyone learns Smash Brothers from the ground up. Everyone has that phase of thinking Kirby Stone is unbeatable. Kirb0 makes it actually look good.
Yeah, Mana besting the threat, and CurryGovernor sent away the jump. Robbed with the forward air there, just taken so well. That stock was taken less than 20 seconds into this game, as CurryGovernor is now on the back foot by an entire stock. Wants to answer back with a quick fix to a mountain problem with that drag down on Climb Hazard, but not really, again, wanting to rush to be in executing the game plan we've potentially, postulated could have been a thing from the very start, but just wanting to stay out of Kirby's effective range, use the maximum range of the Buster Sword to try and bring himself back into this one, but it's that one grab into the down there, into the trip that CurryGovernor is not able to deal with. When you Kirbo's face, it's hard to deal with.
And now finally getting a momentary release from that. Oh, going for as well for the up air, just to say, hey, if you're going up footstool me, I'm ready for you. I've got more jumps. I'm in no rush to get back to the stage here. Get back on stage, please. So Kirb0 still happily living and landing those back airs as well. The thing about Cloud's get up attack. Oh, barely missing there. It does. It's got great range, but it sweeps the ground. So as long as you're in the air as a character like Kirby, it's not going to find the way, but the down smash will instead catching you on the landing.
Yeah, one of the rarest kill moves you see come out from Cloud in general. And of course, CurryGovernor not really using the smash attacks of Cloud again, using mainly the up smash to land those big hits as we've seen throughout this bracket. But there was the down smash, wants to send Kirb0 on ledge, pressuring, wanting to catch the cutter on the way down, but not finding it a great weave in and out there, not even needing the extraneous movement that Limit does provide, and trying to bring this one right back, looking pretty convincing at the moment, able to just shake off that early death and send Kirb0 once again into the stratosphere where he's less secure, reacting to the rock, not being afraid to challenge at that time, just timing his moment, picking his place, and using the Buster Sword to brilliant effect.
Yeah, it was not a kill with Rock, it was almost getting killed because of Rock in that situation. Well, you've got your clip, you don't necessarily need to do it again. Going for the up throw, a little bit lower percent than last time. Close range Nair will do it instead. It's surprisingly strong. It's just a little blob spinning around in place, but they gave it turbo kill power when you're up in his grill.
Yeah, just get in his face and lose your place, and finding his footing in this game is CurryGovernor, using that tried and true Cloud back air to just get rid of Kirby, going for the instant climb hazard to stop any sort of assault that Kirb0 might have launched from above, and landing the forward air because Kirb0 was on the platform. Wants a back at to try and start something off here, but it's 82%. I was going to say 30, it was actually 67. Into the 82, into CurryGovernor, struggling to get back into it, having to expend limit. That 15th second was fast approaching, and at that moment CurryGovernor just let it rip, doing away with the movement to try and do away with Kirb0. Kirbo's the only one glowing blue at the moment, though that limit gauge only half full, but CurryGovernor saying he doesn't really need it at this moment, bringing it all the way back into this one. It's a last stop, last hit situation, wanting to catch Cutter again with the back air, but Kirby able to slip past.
And he barely even crept forward. Normally the hold forward king is saying, you know what, I'm going to inch backwards if anything. Just keep throwing out these big moves like the up smash. And sometimes you're going to get caught. CurryGovernor equalizing. I think we've got a long and winding set ahead of us here, Hop Hunks.
Yeah, just shrugging off that initial assault. Kirb0 took that first stock in less than 20, I think it was even less than 15 seconds, because of the fact that you stole the jump with the forward air, but CurryGovernor just applying that game plan, send Kirby to where Cloud's more comfortable having him, send Kirb0 into the air, use the up air, use the nair, keep out of Kirbo's effective range, and while Kirb0 was able to use Kirby's tools again, that nair, that close range assault to get CurryGovernor off him a couple of times and secure a couple of kills, it was ultimately CurryGovernor just using the game plan, again we postulated from the start, using the massive range of the Buster Sword just to unseat Kirb0 in that moment, letting go of the shield at the perfect time, using the biggest hit that Cloud has for his smash attacks, and certainly the best able to secure that game with a huge up smash. We are game through the central game in this set. It's all to play for, and the momentum pendulum will certainly swing one way or the other after this one. There is no way to avoid it, as CurryGovernor looks to be a little bit unavoidable at the moment, catching Kirb0 on every approach.
Yeah, and we're going to stay on small battlefield as well. Keep Cyrus's theme going from Pokemon. A classic footstool! Oh, going for the limit. Blade Beam instead to catch what would have been the ledge snap, but just a little bit preemptive there from CurryGovernor. It does miss target, but Kirb0 was completely out of jumps. It was either I recover then or I don't. Simple as.
Yeah, cut and dry. You might just die, and that's a situation that Kirb0 once again finds himself in. CurryGovernor pressuring with the back air, able to slip past though due to Kirby's small size and expert maneuvering from the Scottish player. He wants to send CurryGovernor off stage with a forward air, but CurryGovernor just pulling it back again, using the forward in that moment though. Now it's CurryGovernor at ledge with a big Buster Swords range. Once again, it's brought into effect with the use of that get up attack. Going all the way down with the rock, not getting the kill with it though. Enough to make CurryGovernor back off, getting back to ledge. What are you going to do? You're going to get back air.
Yep, even a low down character like Kirby, you could still get caught by that. There's going to be no use of Limit Blade Beam on this particular stock unless we get it back real quick. But Kirb0, you know, usually we'll see Kirb0 do a lot of crouching to get under attacks completely, but against Cloud, sometimes it's just not worth it. He's got too much range to even attempt it. Maybe would have avoided that particular back air, but in most cases, it's not going to help too much. Up smash to try and catch the landing there. Very clever, but it doesn't quite work.
Something to do back to CurryGovernor, what he did to Kirb0 to close out that second game with the up smash, but it's all that use of the Buster Sword again. There we go, Kirb0's coming in. I'm just going to throw out a cross slash. It's literally a wall of blades that I'm putting out in front of me to catch you, to do damage to you, and then to send you away. CurryGovernor is saying, come and get me. And when Kirb0's coming in, CurryGovernor is just backing him straight off with the use of that Buster Sword. Wisely though, being used to what CurryGovernor fancied, using the climb hazard to get back after dodging that grab with an effective spot dodge and planting the back air perfectly on the come down of the climb hazard to secure that first stock. You may be at ledge, but you are not out of options.
But what we also just saw, Kirb0 tried to avoid a Cloud back air with a crouch, and it didn't work because CurryGovernor simply got it that perfectly low to the ground that it can hit even a crouching Kirby. But Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon potentially, if you can take the stock away from CurryGovernor, he just creeps back to ledge there. It's a big lead for CurryGovernor right now, but if you caught him without a jump off stage, it could have been a complete reversal.
Limit is online. Launcher for the Blade Beam, and the shield was so diminished at that point from staving off the assault from the Buster Sword that it was able to poke in that moment. Kirby's round form, of course, not doing too well outside of the confines of the shield when it starts to shrink his edges, his sides, as Kirb's poking straight out of it and poking through the shield was that Blade Beam going so low to make sure that the assault was just right to get back and going low again.
We must credit as well CurryGovernor twice now doing the climb hazard to the right to make sure that the blade hitbox is specifically going to catch Kirby instead of his head getting bonked. If you hug the stage as you would naturally do when you're already facing that way, yeah, the falling Kirby down air is going to get you. So CurryGovernor always taking the time to reverse it, that extra bit of self-protection. Wonderful matchup knowledge here from CurryGovernor. You can tell this is someone who's lost to Kirby in bracket before, and he does not want it to happen again, especially not on home ground. But when Kirby's up air is so strong, it might happen, you know.
The second reverse up air to find its mark and take a stock here. Kirb0 wants to continue this momentum by launching a flurry of fast and furious feet, picking all the way into CurryGovernor's personal space, but CurryGovernor unable to answer back at the moment. Kirby just throwing out some fast and furious feet with the forward air, with the back air, able to just keep the pressure on as the Buster Sword sends Kirb0 once again to ledge, wanting to call out the recovery and finally able to do so successfully. Wanted something bigger, but able to land just that tried and true Cloud F tilt. Limits online. Kirb0 wants a trip with the down tilt, doesn't find it instead, just finds a grab into the down throw, gonna pile on 16%. You are on platform, Kirby is below you, the up air is looking mighty dangerous, and you almost get that air dodge off stage. That buffer could have been brutal.
But there was no limit anymore, so when CurryGovernor pressed cross slash, I think he got a regular one when he wanted limit, and now Kirb0 could potentially take this away. Oh, an excellent timing on the climb hazard just to catch Kirb0 at the peak of the jump and sneak in a back air. That was a situation where if you did not put that climb hazard, that up B press, exactly then, you were gone, my friend. Too early or too late, Kirb0 was ready, but that was perfect.
The rock was there. The threat was literally hanging over your head. That sword of Damocles wanting to come down and cleave Cloud in two, but able to, as you say, perfectly time that climb hazard and just sneak past it to then land the get-up attack, which then set up a back air. The very tip of the Buster Sword, the last pixel, was able to connect and unseat that stock of Kirb0, able to bring it all the way back, but unable to finish the job, which he wants to do in this game. Or if CurryGovernor gets this, winner's side is once again where he'll find himself meeting Joy Kong, but Kirb0 does not want to go quietly into the night. The kill with Rock, but CurryGovernor, because of the assault, able to get around it with the Climb Hazard, and it's all CurryGovernor once again. Tail of the Toaster going in with that forward air, and then landing the cross slash into the down tilt.
Just make it up as they go along sometimes. CurryGovernor 30% down, but holding, weaving down on that shield from Kirb0, looking like a teeny weeny little skittle out there. Pretty much, it's actually, we're seeing it heal before our eyes, just keeping a good distance to make sure, all right, let's take a breather before I get shield poked. CurryGovernor, what's the recovery? Get your limit back, and you can recover a lot more cleanly than you otherwise would have.
Yeah, charging that little bit, stopping to then use the jump to get a little bit more height to ensure that you are just going to make it back. Kirb0 looking for that falling up air to catch CurryGovernor out of shield, but once again, Ledge is looking a little bit lethal, rolling past though, neither wanting to get hit with that one stray that's going to cause the upset, going to cause that first stock to dissipate. All to play for here at King of the Hill. Kirb0's after that fast and wide-reaching up air, which because of how tall Cloud is and how small Kirby is going to reach right into his face. Instead, it's, a back throw, actually.
Yeah, keeping the up throw unstaled, knowing that even with Rage, we are not quite at up throw kill percent on a big character like Cloud, a fast faller like Cloud as well, but the next one almost certainly will, if you can get that while you've still got Rage, but you've got to get past Cloud at ledge first, and that's, if any character can ledge trap, it's probably Cloud.
And wanting to do so there, stop it with an edge guard with that limit climb hazard, not finding its mark, and while Kirb0 was able to get back temporarily, it was the back air, the tried and true back air from CurryGovernor that is going to unseat. The get attack is once again going to come in handy as you dodge around a Kirby grab and catch him in the air with a cross slash. That forward air does not get its spiking hitbox, but does instead do a big chunk of percent. CurryGovernor wanting to keep Kirb0 at ledge, wanting to dunk with a forward air, instead getting the more aggressive sending out hitbox, but still again tacking on that damage, even if you're not getting that instant gratification, that quick fix to that problem that was mounting before. The up throw is going to take out CurryGovernor, but still using it to pound that percent. 59 of extra credit.
Yeah, that's what we're waiting to see. But now CurryGovernor actually going for the inhale there, but weirdly caught out by a CurryGovernor down tilt. Not necessarily sure what the idea was with the inhale. I think that's maybe a nice buff we could see in the next game. Inhale should be able to work through shield. It doesn't currently. If you shield inhale, it just doesn't work. But the dash attack covering the ledge, a really active hitbox. Again, the main reason Kirby dash attack is so active is because it covers a lot of space, but if you're doing it at ledge, you're going to be concentrating that active hitbox all into one place. Yeah, it can cover ledge options sometimes. It doesn't quite kill, but Kirb0 has brought this so far back, Hob Hunks, only 20% in it.
Yeah, and one thing that I'm really surprised we haven't seen from CurryGovernor yet, we've seen that down air be sort of CurryGovernor's closest distance kill tool. We haven't seen it come out at all, especially when all these kills have been so closely contested. I understand wanting to keep Kirb0 out of the way, but when Kirby's in your space, maybe the down there could come in a little bit more handy just to have that instant. You're trying to hit me as close to my body as you want. That's fine. I've got my sword to my chest to keep myself safe. Instead, CurryGovernor's looking to look unsafe off the back of the up throw.
I can't believe Kirb0 went for that because I was confident it wouldn't kill, and indeed it didn't. Now you've lost that rage as well. Back air coming out from CurryGovernor. If Kirb0 drops the stock here, you're out of the tournament, but you're not that far behind here. Can you create a ledge trap situation of your own? Oh, incredibly clever! Doesn't quite kill. Perfect DI from CurryGovernor, and again turns that climb hazard around, but eats a back air. Kirb0, can you take us to game 5 here? It's even enough.
Kirb0 popped CurryGovernor off and away with the late hit of that nair. Of course, the nair itself is incredibly dangerous at that percent, but using it just to set up a dash attack and using the forward throw to set up a forward air. CurryGovernor rolling in to an up tilt, and again, the assault of up air starts off once a climb hazard to snuff things out, but able to keep things going is Kirb0. Once a ledge trumped to CurryGovernor in that moment, but unable to find it. Limit is online, but not looking very useful as Kirb0 continues to swing. He wanted the spike into the finishing touch to just stop everything, to finish this set, but CurryGovernor did not find it. Instead, he finds himself at ledge and grabbing Kirby out of the recovery, threatening at ledge once again. CurryGovernor's tried a few different things, weaving back and forth, of course, staying on stage with those bears. Once a ledge trump in that scenario, just to put out that threat range, just to make sure Kirb0 can't effectively come back. And the comeback for CurryGovernor is well and truly on. Kirb0 is trapped at ledge again, going low, ducking down. CurryGovernor trying to do as much as he can. Again, fading out and using the range on the back air to try and stop Kirb0. And finally, using that down air.
And that is going to do it. Doesn't have to be a spike. Hob Hunks, you were telling us we were waiting for the down air moments from Cloud, and when it comes out, it takes the entire set. Incredibly closely contested. but it does go 3-1 in favor of the local hero. CurryGovernor all the way from Red